Good afternoon.
It's really a great pleasure for getting together here.
Thank you.
And it's such a wonderful day being the APDF conference here. And it's so nice that you could make it here with your busy schedules though. Yeah. And your talk was really inspiring as usual. And you had been mentioning about the best way is to prevent the complications. Yes. And it's very easy when you go in the straight way.
Yes.
When looking for some shortcuts, you get into more troubles later on.
That is what happens, and people are all focusing now on reversal. They think that getting 2 months of reversal or 3 months is the greatest achievement in their life. That is nothing in a 40-year, 50-year, and nobody has got reversal for 25 years. That is impossible. So people are forgetting that there is a long-term disorder where you now maximum they are trying to get 5-year follow-up. That is only in small number. By the time the numbers have dropped, even in the direct trial, and that's a funded trial where people are being paid to do and participate and all that. In real life, we get all types of people who are there. You know, even when you do an RCT, any RCT, and then do it to real world, you will find you are not able to get the same results. So real world, you have got old people, young people, motivated people, not motivated people, short duration, long duration, deficient people, thin people, fat people. For all of them, you have to cater. And so the best thing is to focus on the basics and get that right.
Wonderful, sir. As you rightly mentioned, people are very diversified. But we have to unite them for a single cause.
Correct.
And also
teach them the priorities. Which are the priorities you have to teach.
And looking at the cost also, not all the patients would be able to spend that much. These programs are also costing not less actually.
Yes.
They are very expensive. And even if somebody
these are you spend a lakh of rupees, and then they'll make you buy some products, do something,
And then after that, once the program is over, then we see the patient's sugars are going up, and they are coming to us in a very bad state actually.
They're actually worse than before. Worse than before.
Sir, it's like more than 4 decades of you in the clinical practice and 1,605 publications. It's a huge encyclopedia which you have got here. So what actually pushed into such kind of, apart from being the physician, clinician, into that extensive research? You keep on digging into something, which is far off you, and you again reach it, and again you make it more extensive. It never ends actually.
I think as doctors, we are not, most people are not trained when they are doing their MBBS. That is a time when you have to catch them. If you catch them early, then it gets ingrained in them. It becomes part of their daily routine. And otherwise, what people do is, even when I was a student, I joined my father when I was 18 years old. I had no choice because he was leaving the government sector. I was his eldest son and he needed help. And he told me frankly, you see, I'm starting a new life completely in private sector. If I have to build something, institution and all that, unless I have next line, there is no point in doing it. So if you tell me you take up medicine, I will do it. Otherwise, I will not build anything. So I felt it's a responsibility. My main thing was I liked writing. Even at that time I was writing poetry, writing this, writing that, essays, college magazine, everything I was doing. So then he said you can do scientific writing. Throughout my medical college I tried to do both. I got a book of poems and articles and all English literature, all that separately I have done. Then I found that there are two different things. One is very abstract, imagination you have to use. The other one you have to focus, science you have to do. So they are completely different aspects. So I knew I have to give up one, and being in the profession, it was easier to give up that kind of writing and then focus on it. So then I put all my energy into research. So by the time I finished my MBBS, I had 18 papers or something. By the time I finished MD, I had 33 or 34 papers. So from there, there's been no looking back. Last year alone, we published 150 papers that people in a lifetime they don't do. In 1 year we published. That is a COVID year also. We published 150 papers because we built a team now. As you saw, a number of people, all kinds of scientists. So I'm involved in all their work. It's not that they write the paper and put my name. It's not like that.
You designate them, you train them.
Yeah, I train them. They have to come back to me. And people may think that I don't read my papers. Minimum 12 to 14 times I read one paper before it is sent for publication. So if it's 150 papers into 12 to 14 versions of that, how many times it would have been read before it is sent off. And then when the reviewer writes to us, the reviewer, 3 or 4 reviewers will write, their comments also we have to add. So when you add all that, it's like every day you have to do.
Every day it's
and I
every day.
enjoy doing it, so that way.
Many times, with many big legends like you, we think of speaking.
Yeah.
We try to gather some information, but due to some formalities or lack of time, we miss it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you keep on thinking, we should have approached, we should have asked some questions and get some answers. And today I thought, okay, we will do certain things. So that next time when we meet,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll have better questions and better conversations.
Correct.
And it's a continuous process.
Very good.
So, sir, see, you are a big inspiration, sir. When we look at United Andhra Pradesh in the past, every city, whoever is the leading diabetes physician is one of from your institutions. There is no doubt in that. So, more than what the learning has been given, a point of curiosity has also been shown in their, intelligence. That where it's a continuous process.
Yeah.
Apart from making a daily living,
Yeah.
You go into deep, you dive deep into the subject. Then you always, strive to do something better for tomorrow.
Yeah.
How to make the patient's life even better for tomorrow. We today see a complication of a patient, so tomorrow you want to avoid such a complication for rest of all the patients.
Yeah.
You don't want such a problem to repeat or to be present in any other patient actually. So, what do you think, how you are able to inspire so many doctors, sir? In India and globally as well.
I think work speaks for itself, and when you give lectures, when you make things clear to people, most of the time highly sophisticated jargon is there, or very complicated biochemistry, something. While that's all good, people don't understand that, and they don't know what to do with their life later on. Whereas when we are very simple and we say do A, B, C, D, nobody can forget that. You make it very simple for them. The targets are very simple. A1C less than 7, blood pressure 140/90, LDL 100. So they know 3 things which they have to do. After years of research, when you simplify things and give it to people, they'll say, I can also do that. When I started that early and aggressive insulin treatment, I used to talk, initially people used to say, nobody will take insulin, they'll go after another doctor, they'll leave me and go if I suggest insulin. That's all true. In fact, one fellow has even sued me for suggesting, why don't you take insulin once, when he came with 400 blood sugar, he went to, he filed a case against me. I didn't even give the insulin.
I'm also facing a similar
same
one.
thing. Just for talking about it, He said, you should not have talked about it even. I said, you didn't take it, you didn't inject. No, but you talked about it. This is all part of life. But then, for every one fellow like that, 1,000 others have benefited. There will be 1,000 people who will say yes. One fellow will write all bad things about you. Just block him or you carry on. If you believe in what you are doing, if you don't believe, you can't satisfy everyone in the world.
Correct.
So that way, I think if your work, your conviction, your passion, these things will continue to inspire people, and that's the only way the work continues. See, now my father, we are still talking about him, and because he has inspired all of us to continue. And if he had only stuck to himself, then this would not have happened. In fact, when I finished my MD, my father actually had a different view on this. He said it's a family thing, we should keep it within the family. That's what he told me in 1981. So I said, see, it's fine, but how many patients can you see and how many patients can I see?
Exactly.
You can see 20, 30, 40 in a day. You cannot see 500, 1000, 5000, you cannot say.
Yes.
So why don't we amplify the whole thing through our students? They may be with us, they may not be with us, they may be competitors, they may start on their own, but ultimately the human being is getting benefited.
Correct.
So, and we have passed on our legacy to them. We have taught them what to do. So it's like, instead of giving fish to somebody, you teach fishing to somebody. He will fish for his whole life.
Exactly.
You give him the fish only for that day he has. Whereas you teach him fishing throughout life, he can. So if you teach these people how to manage diabetes, they will continue in a lifetime. Like that, you train 1,000 people. That 1,000 people, each of them teach 10,000 people. You can imagine the multiplier effect. I told him we'll never be able to do that as a family or a thing. We have to do that. Some will join, some will go, doesn't matter. In a college, when you teach everyone, everybody doesn't come back to that college and join. They go somewhere, and the alumni are going out. Indian Institute of Science, IIT, They are going to US and making big. IIT didn't benefit directly from them, but indirectly they have trained our country also to come up and the world also to improve.
Yes.
Once you start seeing things in a bigger picture, then all these minor things doesn't matter at all. Yeah, just small.
So one more thing, you are also very spiritually attached. I have read your book about Sai Baba, and you have written so many wonderful things. And you
in fact, I was wondering who to give my second. The latest book was published only 2 days ago.
Oh.
The old book is now translated. Satya Sai Baba Lives On. That is now translated into 11 languages, including Telugu and so many other languages. Right from Nepali to Gujarati to Oriya to Manipuri to Malayalam, Tamil, Hindi, every language has been published. Now I have written my next book, and that's published only day before yesterday. I brought 2 copies. I said I'll take 1 copy for Sai. Then my secretary said, "Sir, take 2. You never know who you will need." I said, "But carry, sir. Take 2, sir. You just nothing else. You bring it back." He said, "I'm not giving it. I gave 1 to Sai. 1 I'm having." And I thought I'm going to take it back. Now that you mentioned, it's for you. So see how Baba is connected. You brought up this one.
Topic.
Book was brought up. Secretary forced me to take 1 more. So that book is meant for you. These are how miracles happen.
Actually, 21 or 22 years ago, while I was going through the Satyam Theatre Road, I studied in Chennai, my schooling in Alwarpet, in TTK Road was my first Boston school. And then I studied in Nandanam. So in cycle we used to go from Alwarpet to Satyam Theatre. All the Telugu cinemas.
Correct.
Then 6-7 years I was out of country. Then when I came back, when I was going through the same road, I saw MDRF. What is this inside? So that time I just joined internship at Stanley. Then I heard about everything, and it was such an inspiration. And then today, after 2 decades, I'm so happy that I'm able to sit next to you and discuss, the causes and all these things. Sir, it is a really wonderful inspiration what you're doing, and thriving. It is not simply just doing. It is almost like, going against the flow of the water. So whatever you have done was for the first time whatever you have done. It is not that you followed something. You had to break the rules of everything. Setting up the hospital, you have mentioned how difficult it was financially. Though your father was such a big legend, but still you had your own tough times, going through the financial aspects, the loan procedures or whatever. And once you finished setting up this, then came the, family concerns, the health issues, and again you had to fight with it at decade. And then once that episode is over, then again you are taking these other challenges up. So it's really inspiration. And you would like to say any few words to the upcoming doctors?
So 2 or 3 things which I would like to tell any doctor. The E's, remember all the E's. 3 E's at least. One is empathy, because unless you are empathetic to people, there's no need for me to have said yes now to you, isn't it? I'm not going to get anything out of it. I'm not going to get a medal for it. I'm not going to get more fame because of that. You're one person, so whether you think better of me or bad about me, I could have just said I have something else, and I could have said no. But the enthusiasm with which you asked me, I felt, okay, let me do it with him, okay? And let's see what it is, it's a chat. So that is empathy. I had empathized with you. Similarly, when a patient, you empathize with them, then you create a bond. That empathy is gone today.
Agree.
You're only looking at, suppose you come to my clinic and I'm a modern doctor, the first thing I'll see is he's wearing a coat, he's wearing a nice thing, so I can get 10,000 from him, 20,000. See, the whole mind is working towards that. It is not working on what diabetes do you have and how can I help you, what is the problem, what problem, if something has brought you to me. Is it depression, or you're worried about something, or you have a problem, or you have neuropathy, or you have impotence, or something you have which is brought. Let me try to fix that. That's why I'm in this profession. I must fix that. That thought itself is not coming to people.
I agree.
So the basic thing of a doctor being there like a God trying to help somebody, that is gone from the profession. Today we are seeing how much I can make, shortest time I can make, without any effort I can make. So that is empathy, that E is very important. Second is integrity is also very important, because that's where ethics also comes in. So you put it as E, you want it as ethics. So it in my autobiography I have written as true story of a man, at that time we had private equity investors whom we have sent off now. I said, this is not how I want to do medicine. Only one private equity investor, 6 years. After they joined, within the first year itself, I told them, this is not my cup of tea. Again, multiplying. Somewhere this is not, oh, you should have thought about it earlier. I should have. I did also. I made a mistake. We make mistakes in life. So now you have to go. And they threatened me, we'll do this. I said, you can't do anything. I have not done anything wrong. I just said, I don't like this. I want profession to be noble. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. And Baba will help me to. Luckily, COVID came. Because COVID came, everything crashed. So they had to finally accept that there's no big thing they're going to. 2 years almost went. So they knew that helped me actually. COVID helped me. So I was able to get them out. Now, during that pressure of the investors, we'll bring more profit, more patient, more this, more top line, more bottom line. That's what they keep talking. At that time, it's very easy for me to break my ethics. One patient came from Malaysia and he said, sir, I've come for pump. He said, insulin pump. So I looked at his thing, he is on some half tablet of something and something is HbA1c 6.5, well controlled. And I said, see, insulin pump is for those who need insulin. You don't need insulin first. So the fundamental itself is gone. You don't need pump. No, I want pump. I said, I'm sorry, I don't even know how much insulin to give you. You're so well controlled with this tablet. I'll have to now stop tablet, put you on insulin, find out how you react, then I have to put you on pump. All this is not correct, and first of all, be happy that you don't need insulin. This is insulin pump is only for those who need insulin, not for those who don't need insulin. Okay. Then he started threatening me. I've come all the way from Malaysia. I will go somewhere else, and I said, go somewhere else. I'm not going to give you the pump. Sorry, you don't need the pump. You don't need the pump. That's it. Now, if I'd sold the pump to him, easily 3 lakhs I would have made.
Correct, sir.
Straight profit, straight thing. He's asking for it. I had all the excuses to think. He won't complain because he only asked for it. I can take it in writing. I only asked for pump. So legally I'm protected. But morally I'm not protected.
Exactly.
Morally I'm not protected. It will be there in my mind. Why did I do this to him? Why did I just for one private equity fellow I did this? I sold my soul. I sold my my profession just to satisfy some private equity fellow. I said no, I will not do it. So I lost the 5 lakh. Probably lost the patient also, and because he went away somewhere else and all. But I stood my ground and I said no. My nobility of my profession comes first. So these things, how many young medical doctors will do it today? So they have to do it, because otherwise don't be in this profession. Go and do something else, do business, do smuggling, do whatever you want, you go and do. Don't be in this profession. Here you have chosen a profession where you are trying to help people, where incidentally you can make money.
Yes,
I'm not
saying
I don't have money. Money will come, money will come, and I never went after money, money came. Yes. I never went after fame, fame came. Once you do good work, you will be rewarded. But Bhagavad Gita's essence is that only, no?
Exactly.
Do your duty without expecting, but that duty you have to do, dharma you have to do. When Arjuna said he won't fight, he said that is also dharma you have to do. But don't expect the fruit. What will happen? Will I kill somebody? That is not your duty. Your duty is to fight. You may die, you may kill, that's all okay. That's part of dharma, it's part of war. Similarly, here you work. You may succeed, you may not succeed. You may become very rich, you may not become very rich. But every person whom you have served, you have done your duty. The Hippocrates oath that you took, you are able to do. So, empathy and ethics are very important. For young people, entrepreneurship is also okay. There is nothing wrong in running your own clinic, running your own practice, running or growing it. If you are meant to grow, you will grow. If you are not meant to grow, you won't grow. All that is fine. But entrepreneurship without ethics or without empathy, forget about it. You should not do it.
So hard
this
work.
Is my, and then of course hard work is very important, passion is very important,
consistency.
Focusing on something is very important. You cannot keep on taking everything that you think, no, I'll do this also, I'll do cardiology also, I'll run on shop also, I'll do this also, you won't do anything good in anything. It's very tempting. Somebody will come and say, sir, by the way, you can be the shop also, you be my partner and I'll give you this. You are not going to succeed in this. Straight away I can tell you, you cannot. Either you will fail there or you will fail here. Or give this up and go there. Focus on that. If that's what you want to do, give this up and go there. You cannot do everything in the world. There are certain things only you can do. So you have to focus, you have to have a passion for it. That passion will keep you going. Yesterday only, day first only, I came back from Delhi. And been there one day, got that award, came back next day. Next day I am traveling. I was even scared to tell my daughter because she may not remember, that I'm going. If I tell her, hey, just now only you came, again you're going, where are you going, why you're going, health, this, that, she'll start off. I didn't tell her. Then just that morning I said, yeah, by the way, today you're going somewhere. I said, it's too late, I'm going, that's it, it's done. Why you want to go for APDF and all? You crossed that stage. I said, there's no crossing stage. They're all my students. And they're all my, and that picture I posted in social media this morning, Arun took the picture. So I liked it a lot. So what I wrote, I'll tell you what I wrote. So, always a pleasure to attend APDF conference, live conference, Andhra, Telangana, as I get to meet so many of my former mentee students. The smile says it all.
Awesome picture, sir. Awesome. Very beautiful.
He just took it, and when I saw this, I thought
so
this must
amazing.
be shared.
Vibrant colors.
Yeah, and it's come, I'm smiling like this,
Yes, sir.
So I said, this must be shared. And this is, see, this cannot be fake. I don't even know he's taking the picture. So it cannot be fake, So I said, okay, let me do this and then post it in the thing.
Amazing.
So this is why I have come. Not for the medal, not for fame, not for anything. Meeting people. And to
deliver the book to me.
Exactly. Which we will do now because Nirja is already calling.
Yes, sir.
So,
yeah.
Nirja, I'll come there. In a few minutes, I'll come. I am in room 203. If you want to come here, you can come here. Huh?
We can come.
You can come. You come after 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. All my staff branch here.
Very good,
they all
sir.
come. They said, come to my branch. I'm not even going to my branch.
So very nice, sir.
So I said, yeah. So thank you very much. I think keep up this great idea of yours.
Before we finalize, sir,
Yeah.
what is the secret of your health, sir? You are like a teenager. The way you were just now speaking over the stage was with the body language you use, the words, the flow of your words.
I think it comes down to two things. One is passion, because I love what I do. Therefore, with that comes the energy. Second, I think it's God's grace. And there again, you go back to Baba, because whatever we want to do, tomorrow we can have an accident, your head injury, your brain may go, something can go, your back will be fractured, then you're lying in a wheelchair or a stretcher all the time. So that you need divine grace. And that is where the spirituality part comes. Because every time I will have, wherever I go in the world, and that book also it is there, this book also it is there, wherever I go in the world, I'll connect to Baba, will connect to me automatically. Yesterday in the airport, I'll show you, I sent it to my daughter
remember,
also.
10 years ago,
Yeah.
we were in a conference in California,
Okay.
San Francisco.
San
sorry.
Francisco, I
So
remember
Thursday evening we met, and we were walking out for the Baba temple. You located a Baba center there, and we were actually heading.
It will even come to me. Yesterday, sitting in Bombay, in Hyderabad airport, boarded flight to Rajmundry. This man came. Sai Ram, he came. I don't know him. Okay, some man.
Yeah.
He came. He said, I studied in Puttaparthi, Sai Ram. So I sent my daughter first Sai sign. Okay. Then we got Sadanand.
Yes.
Corona. He is also Sai devotee. Sai Ram, he said, he came. Memory at Hyderabad, second Sai sign.
So
Both people came and said Sai Ram to me. Here, as soon as I came out now, somebody said Sai Ram. And then again I came and think. It will go on and on and on and on. Wherever I go, this is the blessing. He is looking after me.
Great, sir.
Wherever I go.
Thank you for blessing us and gracing us and mentioning and sharing your experiences, sir.
Thank you very much.
I know
God
this is a
bless
very
you.
small thing of whatever we can do, but thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.